Hello there. Are you confused by all the different options available to you for melodic minor scale harmonisation? That's a bit of a mouthful, I know. Hopefully, I'm going to explain it in much more simpler words and that this can really get you motoring fast in minor progressions. My name's Jed Brocky, this is GMI. Hi there, it's great to see you again. Hopefully you've been looking at all the other videos in this series, which is all about drop 2 voicings. This is video 9 in the course, and it relates to the book Drop 2 Voicings Uncovered, brought out by GMI, and specifically relates to lesson number 11. And it's all to do with minor chord progressions. And in talking to students, there's sometimes a bit of confusion around this area. So before I actually play the example that you can download and practice, which is a 2-5-1 in C minor, going up the neck, I just wanted to show you the options that you have and maybe just talk a little about why we decide on certain things. So the first and the most basic option that you may already know about is that every major scale has a relative minor. So if we think of the scale E flat major, then if we go to the 6th degree of that scale, we'll see that the tone is C, C minor. If we write that major scale from this new starting point of C, C minor, we have actually generated the C natural minor harmonisation. And the great thing you should know is all the work we did back, I think in lesson 6, which was understanding major diatonic key centres, all of that, everything I said there is true here, it's exactly the same. So the progressions we can generate are like 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, a 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, a 2, 5, 1. We can use those progressions, and we do use those progressions in songs, countless songs, time after time. So you don't have to learn any specifically new minor orientated chord progressions. The ones you knew before will work in the minor key. But here's the thing, we have two other choices. We can look at both harmonic and melodic minor scales. If we look at the melodic minor scale, what I'm just going to do is, you're going to see up here a major scale, C major. You flatten the third, and that's you created a melodic minor scale. And then we can harmonise it as we did with the major one by taking the third, the fifth and the seventh and dropping them down. And if we look from the top to the bottom and then generate these new, from each of these new notes, we've got E flat there, we've got G and we've got a B, so we're going to write out the same scale at the top from the new point of E flat and of G and B. No new notes, but you'll see as before we've generated 8 columns and you can see the values that are in those columns underneath. Now we can use a 1, 6, 2, 5, 1 from this melodic minor scale, but I actually wanted to use the harmonic minor, and the reason for that was I felt it gave a stronger resolution for a drop 2 voicings book. So we're going to scrub that one, and just because I can and because we want to, we're going to look at the harmonic minor. Again, we take the major scale, we flatten the third and the sixth this time, and we do exactly the same process of taking the third and the fifth and the seventh, and if you look at the resulting chords, we can create progressions from them. And in this video we're going to look at playing a 2-5-1. You'll notice that the G7 is there, so we've got a D half diminished, a G7 altered, and then a C minor chord. One last thing, we're going to play in these examples that you're going to hear in a second. So there's D minor 7, flat 5, G7, flat 9. So the 6th degree of this scale is an A flat, but it's the flat 9th in G7. This creates dissonance and a tension that can be resolved. And finally, we've got the C minor chord, C minor with a natural 7. Now normally we would just go straight to the minor 7th. I know it's not in the scale. We're going to use both. We're going to do this. Again, because we can, it's a nice sound, it's a nice flavour. And we're going to do this in 4 different positions up the neck. So, any questions about what we've talked about, make sure you download the PDF, which will outline all of this. But also you can ask comments or ask questions and leave comments. Okay, enough of me babbling on. Final thought, just remember it's up to you which one of the 3 minor systems you use. The one that you like the most, which best reflects the song that you've written. When it comes to comping and accompanying other players, you've got to make sure that the scale that you use, the harmonisation that you use, either natural, melodic or harmonic, best reflects the melodic sense of the song. So if there's an A natural in the song, you're not going to be piling away with a minor 7 flat 5 with an A flat in it. It's going to sound terrible. You're going to get this sound. It's not a good idea. Okay, let's hear how the actual progression sounds. Okay, quite short and sweet, but I'm going to make sure that the track that I put in, the backing track, is looped, because some of these movements are kind of tricky. And you may also find that you don't want to have the major 7. You would rather just go straight to the flat 7th, the minor 7th. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. Don't feel you have to go to this. It's an acquired taste, and it won't work in every scenario. But you could hear against the backing track, or at least I hope you liked it. I like it. There's a certain tension in there that wants to be resolved. The other thing to mention is that you should notice that the chords, like the D minor 7 flat 5, in the first instance it was here, and then it was here, then it was here, and then it was here. So we actually went right up the neck using that chord, and that's the same for each and every one of these chords. We're actually taking inversions and moving up. If any of that confuses you, please look back at previous lessons. It's all covered. So thanks for watching this video. I'm really looking forward to hearing what you've got to say about it. I know it's tricky in places. Please comment, please subscribe. It's always great to have you, another subscriber, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson, which is going to go into further detail about minor progressions. See you in the next one.